Welcome to Bill's Bridge class. Here are some more discarding rules. Rule number 5. At no trump, try to keep one card of partner suit if you have a possible outside entry. One of the sure ways to lose a partner is to avoid returning partner suit because you threw away the last card of his suit. Unforgivable. Rule number 6. Be wary of discarding an honor card to show strength when dummy has a lower honor card. It's better to give a negative signal than a positive signal because those big cards, those high spot cards, might actually win a trick. It's one of the reasons why you might want to use upside down signals. Let's look at an example on the next page. Look at a real live example. You are east, spades are trump, and declare is pulling trump, and you follow for 2 rounds. On the 3rd round of trump, you have the opportunity to discard. Here's the club setup. Dummy has king 8-4. You have ace 10-7. Rather than discard the 10 of clubs, discard a low diamond or something else, a negative signal, to get partnered to know you like clubs. Pitching the 10 of clubs would blow a trick if declare happened to have, for example, queen 9-5. You're better off to do a negative signal than to play a high spot card and lose a trick. Another rule about discarding. Rule 7. Keep length parity with dummy. Give you a simple example. Dummy has ace king queen 5th, and you have 4 little clubs. But that 7 of clubs could be a winner, at least a stopper. Avoid pitching a club until dummy pitches a club. That 7 of clubs could be the setting trick. Now the flip side of that is keep parity length with declare. Sometimes hard to do, but if you can figure out the distribution of declare, you must also prevent declare from establishing a long suit in his hand. Rule number 8. When dummy has a short suit, but he pulls trump and fails to trump that suit, it is safe to assume that you can discard from that suit because otherwise opener or declare would be roughing small losers in dummy. Here's an example. You hold jack 5th of spades, 2 hearts, 2 diamonds, and 4 clubs to all the honors. You lead the king of clubs, and here comes dummy. He has a singleton club. Declare wins the ace, and now is cashing out hearts. He cashes ace king of hearts, then he cashes the ace king queen of diamonds, ending up in his hand with the king of diamonds. Partner gives a high-low count signal in diamonds, so he has 2 or 4. Then he leads hearts. What do you pitch? Let's look at the hand. Here's the actual hand. They're in 7 hearts. You're on lead. Dummy comes down. You lead the king. Declare takes the ace. Cashes the ace king of hearts. A diamond to the ace. The queen of diamonds. A diamond to the king. Partner gives a high-low in diamonds. Even count. You pitch a spade. Now declare leads 3 rounds of hearts. What do you pitch? Here's the whole hand. I hope you figured it out. If declare had a losing club, he would have roughed it in dummy a long time ago. You can pitch all your clubs. They aren't going to be winners. More rules. Rule 9. If you are going to make 2 discards in the same suit, the first discard is attitude, not surprising. The second is present count. Here are some examples. You have king, queen, 6th of clubs. First discard is a 9, attitude, I like clubs. The second is a 3, low, present count, odd, I now have 5, so I started with 6. Or I had 4, started with 4, now I have 3. With king, queen, 5th, first discard the 9, attitude, I like clubs. Then the 8, I have 4 left, or 2 left. With 4 small, first discard is attitude, 3, I don't like clubs. 4 is the next discard, an odd number remaining. I started with an even number. And lastly, with 3 small, first discard the 3, attitude, I don't like clubs. And then the 8, present count, high-low. Rule 10 and Rule 11 are similar. Rule 10, after you lead a suit, the first discard in that suit is present count. For some examples, you open the bidding with 1 heart, and 2 cases. First case you have king, queen, 5th. Second case you have king, queen, 6th. You lead the king of hearts against 4 spades, declare wins, pulls trump. On the third trip you decide to discard a heart. What do you discard? With hand A, you discard the 8. I have an even number left, so I started with 5 probably. With B, you discard the 4. I have an odd number left, probably a 6-card suit. Rule 11 is the same as Rule 10. The only difference is it's on the third hand play. After you play third hand to a trick, your first discard in the same suit is present count, the same as Rule number 10. But in this case, it's a third hand. Here's an example. Let's suppose you bid hearts and you have the same holding as you did before, but this time you're not on lead, your partner is. East leads, your West leads, small heart. You play the queen, declare wins the ace. Later you have to discard a heart. What do you do? With the first hand, 5 of them, you pitch the 8. You have an even number left. With the second hand, you pitch the 4. You have an odd number left. You're giving current count. Well, at this point, we've just about exhausted the defensive play for the beginners section of this class. Tomorrow, we're going to have a quiz on defensive play. Have fun doing it. See you tomorrow.